Hello guys, this is 1st.and.keys. This is my 8th video. This video is going to be 6 eBay lots and a dollar haul from my LCS. Alright, let's get started. First up, this was from Lord Rendell, paid $10.04. That includes shipping and tax. Alright, looks like I got the first four, or 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of, or 1, 2, and 3 of the 1991 series Superman of Steel. 1, 2, 3, and 0. Zeros, this has the first appearance of Conduit in it. Nothing big. But again, I only paid $10 for everything. This is Superman of Steel 19, which is the second appearance of Doomsday, first printing. And then this is pretty much the reason why I bought. These were kind of just like, because I was getting free shipping on everything additional. But the reason I bought it was for this lot of Infinite Crisis 6, not so much 6, but then 7, the A and B cover. This was the main purpose of buying these. This has the first appearance of Bart Allen as the fourth Flash. And it has a cameo of Kate Kane in it. This is the variant, and this is the A cover. So, in my opinion, I would have probably paid $10 just for these two books, and all of these were just a bonus throw-in. So I think this is a good investment right now, that book. Alright, next up, Artie Collectibles, paid $13.58. This was a single issue of Lois Lane 105. Has the first appearance of Thorn, the alter ego of Rose. Got a little bit of damage there. Not the greatest, but I only paid $12 for it. Much better copies are going for a lot more, so $12 I think is okay for this particular copy. Next up, Middle Year O, say $25 for shipping. Spider-Man 13, Miles Morales Spider-Man 13, and 13. 3 issues, all the first appearance of Billy Morales, his little sister, I believe. So what's that about? A little less than $8 an issue. And they all look great condition. Next up, it's from Jim Hart. About $9 for this shipment. Marvel Boy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is the complete series. I've been picking up as many of these as I can get. I'm up to probably at least 10 of them now, plus I got a few of the variants. First appearance of Marvel Boy, plus multiple other first appearances in issue 1. And then issue 3 has the first appearance of Exterminatrix, I guess is how you pronounce it. I don't know if there's any other first appearances in the other issues, but mainly 1 and 3. Alright, next up, Silver Age Comics, buy quite a bit from them. This was right at $36. Got Age of Conan 1, nothing special. A lot of these are just smaller comics. I know why I bought these. I know what brought me to make this purchase. Black Panther, Agent of Wakanda, issue 5, and another issue 5. I think this is going to have a tie-in with the live wires. So I'd keep your eye on that issue. Next up, Sideways number 9, 3 issues. First appearance of Paris, not too sure about the pronunciation. 2 issues of Sideways number 4. Now these weren't intentionally, these were supposed to be, I thought I was buying issue number 2. Technically I was buying issue number 2. They messed up, so they're going to refund my money for these 2 issues. So these 2 are kind of just like freebies. I'm looking for Sideways number 2, but unfortunately this was number 4. And then this was a nice one because Sideways number 1. Sideways number 1. Got 5 issues of Sideways number 1. Now, luckily I bought these probably about 5 or 6 days, maybe 4 or 5 days prior to Comic Tom putting this issue in his top 10. Because the minute he put in his top 10, they went from a $2 comic book up to a $10 comic book. It has the first cameo of Tempest Fuginaut, and of course the first appearance of Sideways, but the more important part is the first cameo of Tempest Fuginaut. That's the reason why I'm going after number 2, because that has his first full appearance. So 5 of those. And like I said, when I bought them, a couple days before they got hot, I only paid $2 a piece for them. And then lastly, 4 issues of Strike Force number 1. That was, what was that? About $35 for this shipment. So that was just these 5 issues of Sideways number 1. Pretty much covers my cost on the whole shipment, so I got lucky there. I assumed that this was going to take off, and sure enough. All right, and one more shipment. This is, of course, my comic shop, or Lone Star Comics. I want to look at it. Got my invoice from them. Weighed at $49, free shipping. This is Avengers 2.1. Has the first appearance of Avenger X. 1985, issue number 2. This is the 2008 series. Has the first appearance of Clyde Witchman. From what I understand, he's I don't know if he's mutant or what he is, but he has the ability to bring characters into the real world. So I assume that eventually, someday, they're going to do something with this character. All right. New Avengers 54, the first appearance of Dr. Voodoo. I think these are a good investment right now. I've been picking up a couple of these. This is probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these now. This is Next Wave Agents of Hate, number 1. It has the first appearance of the Team Next Wave and Dirk Anger. But it also has, I believe it's going to have a tie-in with the Iron Man 2020 storyline. Next up, another Infinite Crisis number 7. Again, first appearance of Bar Allen, the 4th Flash. First cameo of Kate Kane. And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. So I was able to get 5 of them. Fine, very fine, very fine, fine plus, and fine. Conditions on those. Got 2 more Sideways number 9s. These aren't that big of a deal, and I'm not too sure about these, but I'm picking them up cheap. I'm not going to put a lot of money into issue number 9. I don't know nothing about the character, Paris, or however you pronounce his name. But it's a first appearance, and since I'm buying all the other Sideways issues, I figure I'd pick up some of these. One more issue of number 1. Again, I think this one was $2.20, maybe $2.60, something like that. So I got it at a good price. Then I did get lucky enough to find 3 issues of number 2. Very fine, and fine. This has the first full appearance of Tempest Fujinat. 3 of those. I think this is going to be, if I were to do like a pick of the week type thing, this would be my pick for right now. I know 1 is hot because it got me the top 10 list, but I think 2 is by far the better investment. I think there was only like 23,000 of these produced. First full appearance. It also has a first appearance of Kill Speed, which is a female villain that tapped into the Speed Force. So I think 2 is a good buy, especially if you can find them for under $5. But all I've been seeing them for lately is closer to $10. I don't know if I want to pay $10 for them. But when I bought these, it was before they went up, and I think I paid about $2.50 a piece for them. Then I got 4 more issues. You probably seen my last videos. I have quite a few of these now. 4 more issues of Warp number 5. First cameo of Grim Jack. I got lots of first appearances, and now I also have lots of first cameos of them. VG, Fine, and I don't know what that one was. So 4 of those. All right, that was $49, I think, for this stack. All right, put this off over here. All right, I forgot to mention, not only did I get a dollar haul, but I also bought a few single issues. Bang number 1. When I picked this up, I didn't realize it was a variant, but I got it at cover price, so not too bad, I guess. I was lucky that they had any left because it's picked up a little bit. And then, unfortunately, with this one, I missed it. My shops were sold out on Wednesday when it came out. So unfortunately, I had to go back and I had to pay for it, which sucked. New issue comic, and I had to pay quite a bit for it. They had it at $25. Of course, I get my discount, my veterans discount, which gives me 10% off. So I paid $22.50 for it. Which, I mean, compared to what they're going for on eBay, that's a good price. They're going probably in the 30 to 40 range. So $22.50 is good, but it still sucks paying $22.50 for a book that just came out. But anyways, I had to at least have 1. Now I got 1. I'm not even going to worry about getting any more. They're just too high. I think it's just too much speculation on the character. But I got 1. All right, and then this was just dollar box haul. I don't know how many I got here, but $1 a piece, 10% discount. So that's 90 cents a piece. All right, let's go through them. Nothing, I don't think I had any really big hits. I might have had a couple of decent ones this time. All right, first one up is Star Brand number 1, 1987. Really nice condition. House of M number 5. Not so much that there's anything important about this one. It's just I had just bought a run of these 1 through 8, and the only one that was missing was number 5. So I figured while I was there, I'd grab that, so that fills that run. So now I have the first, I have the whole 8 series, and 4 and 7 are the big ones in this one. I forgot whose first appearances. Somebody's, maybe Ruby Summers is in number 4, or Layla Miller. Somebody's first appearance is in number 4, but in number 7 is the issue where the witch, Scarlet Witch, says the phrase, something of, I forgot what she said, something about no more mutants. And it takes all the mutants' powers away from all except for 198 mutants, which is going to turn into a much bigger storyline eventually. So I've been collecting a lot of the House of them. All right. Exiles number 1. I just wrote, I checked it up, too many to list, so that usually just means there's at least 3. Usually when there's at 3 or more first appearances, I don't even write it down. I just write too many to list. But really nice condition. Suicide Squad number 11. Anifon, don't know how to pronounce it. First appearance, good condition. Black cover, which, you know, makes it a little bit harder to find in nice condition, but it's really nice. X-Force 26, Rainfire's first appearance. Batman Arkham Knight. This is, I think this is it's tied into the video game. It was a prequel. Maybe it came out with the video game, prior to the video game. Not sure. First appearance of Arkham Knight, though. Next up, two more of these. I picked one or two up the last time I went through their dollar box, and because there was quite a few of them, I just took one or two. And this was the last two. I was like, you know what, let me just grab the last two for $1 each. First appearance of X-Command. Next up, Wolverine #1. I don't know, this is like series 3 or 4. Nothing important, but it's a Wolverine #1. Next, Batman Day of Judgment #1. Same thing. I don't think there's anything important. 1999. First appearance, or not first appearance, it's just issue #1 of Batman. Nice condition for $1. Runaways #1. Same situation. I don't think there's any first appearances. Excalibur #1. This has first appearance of Team Shadow X and the first mention of MI-13. Next up, this is just Thunderstrike, but I thought it was nice just because it was signed. It's signed Best Wishes, Ron French. So that's nice. A signature for $1 on a #1 of nice comic. All right. X-Men 37. Again, I got quite a few of these. First appearance of Paige Guthrie as the Husk. Robin #1. This is the 1993 series. This is the first appearance of the Redbird vehicle, and this is the variant. The other one just has him in like a circle, and the car is not on the cover. So I think this variant's a lot nicer look than the A cover, anyways. Robin #1. This is 1991 series. First appearance of Lynx. 2 issues, Curse of Brimstone. Nothing major, but for $1. Nice part of the Dark Metal Knights. Damage #1. First appearance of the Damage as Ethan. I guess there was another one back in the 90s. Anyways, Anaconda. Don't know how to pronounce the name, don't know who it is. But it's a #1 of Damage. Next one, X-Men 300. Pretty generic book. One of the glossy things from the 90s that were probably just way overproduced. But still $1, and has the first appearance of the Legacy Virus. I guess that's probably something to do with some storyline. Next, an Uncanny X-Men, issue 327. First appearance of a clone of Magneto. An X-Men 285, first appearance of Rasputin. An Uncanny X-Men 303, The Death of Magic. And lastly is an X-Men #1, first appearance of Shogo. This is the 2013. So those are all just dollar books. Nothing spectacular this week. I usually always go on like Wednesday when we're on there for new comic books. I go through the dollar box. All right, guys, that was my weekly haul between eBay and back issues and dollar books. All right, see you next time.